turn! Sup, YouTube? Welcome to my new series. Hi! This is Civilization 5, as you can see here, and I've got Brave New World. I actually have all the downloadable content except for one piece. I have lots of stuff. The only piece of downloadable content I do not have is the Scrambled Nations map pack, because it is simply a map pack. So guys, this is going to be my next series. As you can see, I'm going to be playing as Sejong of Korea. And some of you guys will know what this is, but I will also explain to you guys if you're new to the Civilization series, or maybe if you're just new to Civilization 5. I have invested, the last time I checked, which was right before I launched the game, 507 hours into this game. It's very good. Hold on one second, guys. Okay, guys, I am back. Sorry about that. I was eating lunch, so I feel so much better now. Let me actually change the options, because these sound effects are going to be very loud, and maybe I'll make the speech a little bit louder. So guys, I will explain this game as I go for those of you that have not played Civilization, or maybe just haven't played Civilization 5. But what we're gonna do here is we're gonna go at quick game pace, because I see the number of turns required to complete various tasks is compressed, good for players who don't like to wait around too much. I am definitely one of those people. So we're gonna have 8 people. Actually, let's turn down the music even more, because I feel like it's really loud. Okay, so change this back to quick. We're gonna go to advanced setup, and this is the setup advanced setup screen, which is very important to the game. So let's see, we're gonna have 8 players, all gonna be on different teams. I'm not gonna be on a team with anybody, just playing alone. Map type is gonna be continents. I like this one. Map size is standard, which means there's going to be 8 players. Of course, you can add more or less, depending on your preference. If you want it to be crowded, then you add more, and if you want it to be very open, then you delete some. City-states are things that are players, that are not competing for victory, and so they won't make new cities or anything. They're just there, and they can provide some bonuses, depending on what type of city-state there are. Difficulty level, I'm just going to put mine on Prince. That's normal difficulty. Start in the Ancient Era. World Age random. Temperature, so you can choose cool, temperate, or hot. I'm going to keep it random. Rainfall, arid, normal, or wet. And I'm going to keep it at random. Sea level, low, medium, high, random. And resources, I'm actually going to make it, let's see, how about abundant? And quick combat, quick movement, just to save some time and make things simpler. Policy saving and promotion saving I keep on, and I don't enable time victory because it feels cheap to me. It feels like time victory is where if you get to 2050 and nobody's won yet, it just takes the person with the highest score and says that person has won. And I have lost to time victory before, even though I was about to win some other victories, so it feels cheap to me. So anyways, that's what we're going to do, and for those of you that are new to Civilization 5, but not Civilization, Sejong gives a +2 science for all specialists, and you guys know what specialists are. Great percentile improvements. And the turtle ship is something that's like a stronger version of the caravel, but it cannot travel on oceans. And the Hwacha is, I think it replaces the trebuchet, and I think it's much stronger. So, anyways, everything looks good. We're gonna click Start Game. So I'm gonna make a note of when I'm starting to record, which is 2:51 p.m.
Greetings to you, exalted King Sejong the Great, servant to the people and protector of the Choson dynasty. Your glorious vision of prosperity and overwhelming benevolence towards the common man made you the most beloved of all Korean kings. From the earliest days of your reign, the efforts you took to provide a fair and just society for all was surpassed only by the technological advances spurred onwards by your unquenched thirst for knowledge. Guided by your wisdom, the scholars of the Jade Hall developed Korea's first written language, Hangul, bringing the light of literature and science to the masses after centuries of literary darkness. Honorable Sejong, once more the people look to you for guidance. Will you rise to the occasion, bringing harmony and understanding to the people? Can you once again advance your kingdom's standing to such wondrous heights? Can you build a civilization that stands the test of time?
All right, so that was the little, the thing that they read you, I guess to keep you entertained while it's loading, because it does take a while to load. The grid is on, for some reason. So, when you start out the game, it's when humanity has first discovered agriculture, and, I don't know what I just did there. But basically, I like my starting position, so I get a settler, and I'm gonna found my first city of Seoul. Choose production, and I'm going to choose the monument because it's going to give me +2 culture. Now see what I normally do with the warriors, I just click, I go here and click explore, and it will automatically explore, but this time I want to manually explore. Choose research, and I'm going to choose pottery because it allows for shrine, which gets into an early religion, and then a granary, which allows you to grow your city faster with food. Guys, if you have played this game before, then you know exactly what I'm talking about, but please bear with me, because I will do a lot of talking just for the benefit of the people that have never played this game before, or some people haven't even heard of the game. So, and actually, one thing that got me really excited about doing this is, for one, I wanted to do a new series on my channel. Second of all, I'm really excited for Civilization Beyond Earth that's coming out this fall. So I really wanted to do that. By the way, this is called, well, these are ancient ruins. Some Civilization fans call them goody huts. And basically, the ancient ruins will provide you with some kind of bonus. Like in this case, let's see.
Shall the clay?
They give me a see, discovered in the ruins are the secrets of an advanced technology. So, I've discovered pottery very early. So, let's see, I'm gonna discover mining, because I need to work on buildings, and I want to make sure I have time to produce everything. And see, mining actually doesn't actually give you any, it doesn't give you any new buildings that you can build, so. Okay, I've met Genghis Khan. Okay. Met Genghis Khan because of that warrior. And when you discover writing, you can have embassies in other people's capitals, which is actually pretty good in my opinion, because it allows you to reveal exactly where their capital is right in the beginning. Let's do the shrine. Normally I do the granary first, but let's do the shrine first. Okay, and actually something that's new to the Brave New World expansion of the game is that when you click next turn here, you can see processing turn 4, and it'll give you everybody's turn that they're doing. And that's pretty cool, because in the past you were kind of left in the dark, kind of wondering what the game was doing. It would just say processing or something like that, I can't remember. Okay, so the next step is, now that we've accumulated enough culture here, the next step is to found a social policy. So here's how those work. When you get enough culture, you end up being able to adopt one of these policies, and after you actually adopt the base policy, then you can kind of flesh out the policy and kind of just make your philosophy on that policy more advanced, I guess. It's a little hard to explain, but anyways, The first 4 ones you could do are tradition, liberty, honor, and piety. And what I am going to do this time is tradition. Now, adopting it right at first gives you +3 culture in the capital, and it unlocks building a wonder called the Hanging Gardens. So, and then you also get a bonus when you adopt every policy in the social policy tree. So I'm going to get the tradition, and now just watch this up at the top. The culture per turn is +3. When I adopt this, it's going to turn into +6. So that's great. I'm going to keep exploring, and it looks like I want to found my second city maybe somewhere over here. I'm thinking about it still.
The meek shall be.
So I got mining, and now I'm going to get, let's see, how about writing? Because the first wonder I like to get is the Great Library, when that's possible. So I'm going to get writing, because that allows building the Great Library. And what that does is increases my science, and it gives you a free technology. And free technologies are very great things. So let's see, I've discovered Mount Kilimanjaro. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And that is right here. And what's really cool, what I've noticed, something that I've noticed that I really like, is, do you see how, even though the fog of war is this fog of war? Is that what they call it? No, I think this is fog of war. I don't know. But do you see how these clouds are like, I haven't discovered the terrain right here, but I can still see the mountain? Think about that in terms of, like, real life. Like, maybe you wouldn't know what's over here, but off in the distance you can see a mountain up there. So you would kind of know that that's a mountain. You see what I'm saying? So I've got enough culture again because I adopted tradition, and that gets you a huge culture bonus right at the start. So I'm going to get aristocracy now, which adds +15% production when building wonders, and +1 happiness for every 10 citizens in the city. So I'm going to do that. And I don't yet have 10 citizens in Seoul. I only have 2, and I'll have 3 in 1 turn. But once I get a total of 10, then it will add 1 happiness, and happiness is up here. So that's a good thing. Maybe, let's see. Is this? No. Actually, once I grew, it's producing a lot of science. A lot more science. Okay, so let's look at this goody hut. Location of barbarian encampments, and I see that one. Because there's, I guess, some kind of map that told me. So I'm very excited for Civilization Beyond Earth that's coming out this fall. Very, very excited. And actually, what I really love is that they're not making us wait ages for the game. Like, oh, I met England.
We are pleased to meet you.
Okay, thank you. How did I meet England? Did they come in? Ah, there's English warrior. So, yeah, they're not making us wait ages. Like, it's not like they announced in the winter of 2015, or you know, it's saying no, this fall you get to play the game, and so that's pretty cool. Okay, so the well-fed people, at certain points, they show you these kind of charts. That this one ranks players by the average food surplus, and there are also some. There's a thing. Ooh, advanced equipment. So this warrior turns into a spearman. But there's one that shows like the total gold. And there's one that shows like military might.
He who destroys a...
Okay, so I got writing. And so now I choose new research, and let me show you the technology tree. See, starts with agriculture over here, and as you can see, it's divided up into eras, and lots and lots of technologies, supposedly, and it gets all the way down to nanotechnology, nuclear fusion, the internet, and at our current science rate, you can see that would take 1135 turns, whereas if we research something over here, 5 turns, 7 turns, you know, so... so let's see, what should we get next? I imagine sailing would be good because we've got some fish here and we're on the coast. So I imagine sailing would be pretty good. It also allows the establishment of an additional trade route, which is very good. Okay, actually what I'm going to do is bring these spearmen back to Seoul, and then I'm going to have them explore. So, next turn I will be able to produce the Great Library. You can also just produce a regular library, but I'm going to get the Great Library. It takes 21 turns, and it provides a free library. So, might as well, you know. Second social policy, this provides a free culture building in your first 4 cities. That's that monument that we set up right in the beginning. And then I also have the option of oligarchy, which is garrisoned units cost no maintenance, and cities with a garrison gain plus 50% range combat strength. So that's like making your cities more powerful if you have any troops in them. But I'm going to choose low legalism because it also leads to these two, which I'll get into next time I can adopt them. So, I think next time somebody wants to play this game with me, I'm just going to direct them to my Let's Play of this game, because usually my voice gets like so tired explaining everything to them, and if I just do this in a Let's Play, then they can know about it. That's Geneva. That's a city-state, by the way. That's why it doesn't come up with the thing. That's Antwerp. I don't know how to pronounce that. I feel like I'm butchering it, so I'm sorry, guys. But okay, so this is found a pantheon. See, 15 faith has been acquired. Oh, empire-wide. 12 faith is the minimum required to found the next religious pantheon. If you wish to found a pantheon, you must do it before there is an enhanced religion in the game, though you may always form one if there have not been as many pantheons as the maximum number of religions. So, found a pantheon. Basically, choose a random bonus. Not a random, but choose a bonus. And, so you can choose any one of these pantheons. I choose fertility rights because it helps my cities grow faster, and I like having something that lasts me the entire game, or something that's good the entire game. And see, when you get something like God of Craftsmen, +1 production in cities with a population of 3 or more, 1 production later on in the game when you've got over 50 production is not all that much. So I like to have something that's gonna really last me a long time. 15% faster border growth. That's pretty cool. But I like the faster food rate, fertility rates. And actually, here's the city view screen. I need to show you guys this because you can go to citizen management and see. Remember that I told you there's 2 citizens last time I mentioned it. Now there's 4. These are where those citizens are going. Okay, it's not saying there are literally 2 people living in the city. How did it turn from 1 to 2? It's for game purposes, not for immersion purposes. So you can put the citizens and have them work different tiles for different benefits. See, this tile gives 3 food and 1 production. This one gives 2 production and 2 gold. And of course, when you improve the gold, you get +2 gold on the tile and +4 happiness. So you can set them randomly or manually, I meant to say, or you can have them focus on something. I'm going to have them focus on production, and watch both this. My production is 5.75, and I'll complete the Great Library in 19 turns. Production focus, 9.2, and I'll complete it in 12 turns. Here's the other thing. Turns required to get another citizen. It can either grow in 6 turns or 14 turns. So when you switch to production focus, normally you're sacrificing some food, so your city will grow slower, but at least you get to produce things a little faster. That's the philosophy behind it. It's a little bit of a trade-off. This game is full of trade-offs. Usually I dominate by building a lot of wonders, but you can't always do that, and I play on normal difficulty, and normally I don't have much of a problem dominating with wonders, but, you know, but on higher difficulties you're not able to do that. So, Now I'm gonna get animal husbandry, and the reason why is that I like that fact that it reveals horses on the map. That's the first strategic resource that you get access to. Okay, the spearmen are here, and I'm gonna have them explore automatically, and they will automatically go out here and go wherever they see that I have undiscovered terrain, and they will explore it for me as long as they can reach it. So that's a good thing. I have met That's So I have some people relatively near me. Oh, and I have discovered writing, so I'm going to establish an embassy. Okay, so I revealed horses, and I have some right here. There are 6. Are there any other horses? None that I can see. So let's establish an embassy here.
Hello again.
Accept embassy.
Go ahead.
Okay, and they want 1 gold per turn for giving
Would
me
you
an
be
embassy.
interested in a
And
trade
what that
agreement with
means-
England?
What that means is that they do not have the technology writing, and when you get the technology writing, that allows embassies. When they don't have the technology, they just say, okay, pay me a little bit. And then they want an embassy and your capital eventually, and so then they pay you back.
You?
See, same thing. He doesn't have writing either. They're just working on different technologies. Let's see. Let's see, what do I want next? Masonry allows the pyramids, but you can only do that if you get liberty as a social policy. Let's see, how about optics? That allows the Great Lighthouse. I like that wonder, so I'm going to get that technology. Let's see. Alright, so Jerusalem, okay. Then after this, after you get your things pretty much set up, for me anyway, maybe not for everybody, but for me it turns into a little bit of a waiting game right at the start of the game. And by the way, you can see, I don't know how to pronounce that, Karakorum, Karakorum, I don't know. I really don't know how to pronounce that, so I'm sorry, any Mongolians who might be watching. And that is London. And it's pretty cool how you can see places that you can recognize in real life. Oh, Lake Victoria. Okay, I didn't realize that that was in the vanilla game. Or not the vanilla game, but without any mods. Okay, so social policy time. Once again, let's close this real quick. You can see 4 turns until my next citizen. And I can either get plus 10% growth and plus 2 food in the capital, or plus 1 gold and minus 1 on happiness for every 2 citizens in the capital. I'm gonna get the food. Makes 2 turns until the next citizen. And 2 turns until I complete the Great Library. That's a good thing. So then I can get a free technology. And very good. So world's busiest people. Amount of production generated by all their cities. So I am the busiest person in the world. Elizabeth is number 3. And Genghis Khan is number 7. I do have mods for this game. I do sometimes play with mods, but the only times that I play with mods are when they actually enhance the base game, rather than completely modifying the game. So let's see, I've got a number of different options here. It looks like my most advanced technology that I can get is drama and poetry. Looks about right. I'm gonna choose that. Now I got the free technology, drama and poetry. And let's research bronze working. That reveals iron on the map. Eventually, you guys will become familiar with these resources and these technologies, or maybe you already are familiar with them. I don't know. Let's go back to default focus. Oh yeah, I can't yet. It's not my turn. Okay, now it's my turn. Let's go back to default focus, and now there's 1 extra turn added there. But 2 fewer turns until I gain another citizen. So that's good. That's good that my city will be growing faster. Bronze working is discovered now. Let's see if okay, there's iron right here, only 3. Okay, so these are barbarians, and I haven't talked about these before. And these are, well, basically these are not civilizations. These, like, there will be barbarian encampments, and they will generate barbarian troops as long as you let them. They can generate barbarian troops the entire game. Barbarian technology is usually a little bit behind the top, or the tech leader. And as you can see, here's the combat. I'm going to show the combat real quick. See, when I roll over this, over in this area, you can see that it's going to be a decisive victory. I'm going to do 100 damage to them, and they're going to do 7 to me. Shows me my bonus. I have a 40% bonus versus barbarians, and they have a 10% bonus flanking, because they're flanking me. So, I'm going to attack them, and I take them out right off the bat. And this is saying that I killed a barbarian near Hanoi. Is that, I don't know. I guess that's how you pronounce it. Hanoi, that's a city-state, and they were bothered by that barbarian, so they like me because I killed it. So, let's get trapping. I hope I'm doing a good job of explaining this to you guys. I'm trying my best. Doesn't always work out when I try that, but I try. I'm trying to explain this game to you guys, because this game is so good. Obviously, it wouldn't be very good if or actually, no. Obviously, I believe that it's really good, or else I would not have spent over 500 hours on this game. So, anyways, when your units get enough experience from attacking and killing other units, they can be promoted. This one got promoted, and you can either heal 50 hit points, get 15% combat strength when fighting in rough terrain, which are hills, forest, and jungle, or plus 15% combat strength in open terrain, which is anything except hills, forest, or jungle. So what I'm going to do, this is just desert, it's not hills, forest, or jungle. I'll just pick that promotion right there, and as you can see, I get a 15% open terrain attack bonus. When we get later in the series, I'm going to be talking less about the basics of the game, because you guys will be aware of it. So, what I like, I may have already mentioned this before. What I really am liking about Civilization Beyond Earth is that the technology is not in a tree, it's in a web. So, they said by the end of the game you'll have about 70% of the technologies, and I really like that idea, because I don't know, just the whole affinity system. I don't know if you guys have done any research on what that game is sounding like, but the whole affinity system and like and how every civilization is truly going to be different is pretty cool. Very cool in my opinion. So now these guys have healed a little bit, so I'm going to attack them, take out the camp, and I get 16 gold as a result. I'm gonna research. What should I research, guys? Mathematics, looks like. Wait, oh. Okay, next turn. And actually, this game almost never crashes for me, to be honest. I've gotten maybe like 3 crashes, except when I have mods on, because sometimes the mods crash it, but... Okay, so I've met the Celts, so as always, just go here, and she has writing, so she can just accept the embassy, and now we can see Edinburgh is there. Now there are 8 players, so at most there's probably going to be like 1 player that's still on this continent that I have not discovered yet. Okay, so I have a couple of options for the different world wonders I can build, the Temple of Artemis, or the Parthenon, or I could build something else entirely. And I think I want to build a settler, because I want to get another city. And then after I get that, I'll just get the Hanging Gardens. I'm going to try and not get every single wonder. I'm going to try and actually just develop my civilization in general, rather than just dominating with the wonders. By the way, the Pictish warrior is a starting unit that the Celts have. So as you can see, the patronage Patronage has been unlocked, and so is aesthetics, because they get unlocked in the classical era. Commerce and exploration are in the medieval era, and rationalism is in the Renaissance era. So, I didn't properly explain these. Tradition is best for small empires, liberty is best for somebody that wants to have a large empire, honor is best for your military, piety is for developing an early religion, so increasing the faith of empires, patronage improves your city-state relationships, aesthetics is if you're going for a culture victory. So I'm going to get monarchy, which gets you more gold and more happiness, and we'll call that that. So next turn, one more turn. That's going to be the title of this episode. Alright, next turn. Like I said, it turns into something of a waiting game sometimes in the beginning of the game. What you see there is a worker, which can improve tiles. And the barbarian had pillaged that iron. That's 9. But the worker repaired it. So, let's research, let's see, what should we research? Ironworking or currency? Let's do ironworking. And in one turn I get a settler. Somebody built Stonehenge somewhere. I get a free catapult from Hanoi. I am the most well-fed person in the world. Alright, so let's see. I gotta do this. This settler, so you can see these golden city icons, and what that means is that the advisors are recommending that I build a city there. There's also one over there. Oh, that looks like a really good spot. Alright, but I'm gonna do nothing for now. And I wanted to get the hanging gardens, so I'll get that. And we still got a couple of turns left, so I will drag on this episode just for a little bit longer. Can I? No, I cannot. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is see if the catapult can move the same. And move the settler to the same place. The reason I did that is that barbarians can capture settlers and workers just by moving on the same tile. So you want to have some kind of escort. That's what I meant to say. Let's bombard. Doesn't do enough damage. Just do nothing. Alright, so these spearmen are fully healed. Let's put them back on Explorer so they can keep exploring. And let's bombard that person again. And just do nothing for the settler again. I'm trying to decide at a stopping point. Because this game actually is subject to a phenomenon that we call one more turn phenomenon. I'm gonna heal him just so it makes it easier to kill that archer. Do nothing. Alright. And this turn I should be able to actually kill that archer. Alright. And then he gets 2 experience. Korean settler is forced to do nothing. Next turn. And why don't we actually try and go to found the city? As soon as I found the city, I will let you guys go. Okay? That sounds good. So we just do the same thing. At the same time, we're producing the hanging gardens, and we're researching ironworking, which is going to allow the construction of the Colossus.
Do not wait.
There is a quote for every technology, by the way. Just so you guys know. Alright. Catapult move, settler move. They're recommending that place. And if you roll over that icon, it will actually tell you why they recommend it. So I'm thinking about it. Let's see. Okay, they can move all the way over there. 2 tiles. Before I move them, this is because it's providing happiness. That's the crabs right there, because London already has access to 2 of the sources of crabs. There's 9 iron right there. Kilimanjaro's right there. So that's a good thing. Somebody enhance their religion. Okay. And move on top of that hill. Okay, I want to see why. Happiness. Same reason. Could be just same thing as a result of the crabs. I don't know. So, this... See, over in this area, let me roll over it for you guys. This area where it shows the tile information, on this it says coast. And because of the fact that it says coast, that means that it will eventually lead to an ocean. So, oh crap, that's not good. Okay, those are Mongolian warriors. We're good for now. Let's research philosophy, because I want to get the Oracle. Oracle provides a free social policy. That's good. National College is a good science building. There's also two kinds of wonders in this game. There are National Wonders and World Wonders. And National Wonders are available to every civilization. Everyone can have one. But World Wonders are only one person can have one. Just so you guys know the different types of wonders. Okay, so here or here? That's the real question. Let's discover over there first. I just want to see what's over there before I found Busan. Busan. Because that could very well be just a single tile. Yes, that is a single tile. That's not where I want my city. Because what happens when you found cities like that is, look at the yield right here. You get the one food and one production, and then you've got just sea tiles all around it. So you got barely any production, whereas here, look, you got one there, one there, one there, two there. So, alright, so we're going to choose production on this. We get a free monument. Everything at first looks like it takes so long. In reality, it will not take as long as it looks, because the empire will grow, or the city will grow. So, anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you all for watching, and if you like this video, then please leave me a like. It'll show me your support, and it will encourage me to continue this game. So, I might also do Watch Dogs Let's Play next month. I pre-ordered it, so I don't know. Hopefully you guys are interested in this stuff, but I plan on releasing a lot more videos. So, anyways, guys, again, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.